She's live. So, no trades were taken last week. A very slow week. It wasn't even a slow week. The week was banging. Just simply didn't get the retests that I wanted to enter. The accounts are literally at the same. Where is it? Alpha Capital at 25k. Qualified, as you can see, withdrawal date's 3rd of November, which is a week on Monday. So 3rd of November and 17th of November, you can see no trades have been placed. The 100k is still in the same spot. Still up 2.9%. Remaining 3% evaluation, steps 2. Yeah, literally same shit. But markets this week, yeah, they're alright. But you can see it's coming, it's the last week in the month. The markets are just a bit slower than usual. There's that period in every month where the momentum just goes, and then it starts preparing for the next month. And it happens, and it's like, fuck. There's still potential for the markets to move, don't get me wrong, that's always there. But those super clean setups following high time frame trends, they tend to only be knocking about. So let me share my screen. All right. So we've got a couple of pairs this week. We've got a lot of pairs. Starting off with USD CAD. Starting off on the weekly, right? Let me get rid of this bullshit. So you can see where we are on the weekly. We're at a potential high on the weekly. We've just created 2 dojis and an engulfing, creating sort of an evening star. Monthly is going to close most likely around this area. We don't know yet, but we're rejecting this previous resistance where we came up, stopped, pulled back. So when I'm looking at the market, I'm seeing that weekly engulfing. I'm anticipating for a daily wick pullback, and I can see the market's bullish. This is not structure. The market is still bullish. We have not created any shift of structure. So usually I would be like certain I'd be waiting for this lower high structure before taking a sell position. But because we haven't actually created a shift of structure, I would take this trade before seeing that lower high shift of structure, as when we go down to the 4 hour. So we understand that we're pulling back. This is where the higher low is on the daily. And we understand, oh, okay, strong support makes a lot of sense. Now, when I'm looking for a trade now, I'm seeing the 4 hour is bearish. We've just shifted below this strong resistance, support, had a little break underneath, failed to retest. Now we've broken back. Now all I'm waiting to see is a retest, rejection of the EMA, some type of rejection around this psychological level, and then I'll be more than happy to take the trade back down to our daily high low into this region, and it would be at this area that I'm looking to exit the position. GDP CAD is the same. There's a trend between the Canadian pairs strengthening. GDP had sort of an ugly consolidation, but again, same principle, weekly engulfing. Daily lower low just created. Now, again, I would be waiting for that lower high to be created, but we closed below this area. If we were going to see a rejection or some reaction, we would most likely seen it from this previous higher low area, but we haven't yet. We've seen price have the reaction, but fail to create the engulfing. Now, seeing the lower time frame indicating that the market is intending to continue to the downside, that leads me to believe that the market isn't going to create a lower high before creating the push to the overall support, in which you can see rejects, push down, rejects, push down, rejects, pushes down, rejects, pushes down, completely broken down. And now we could see price come down, reject, and then do whatever the fuck it wants. But this is the move we're anticipating, which is pretty much the same maneuver as USD CAD. We're just waiting for a quick little retest. Now this GBP CAD, I'm looking at the 1 hour for this support. Super clean. 2 hour support, resistance. If I drag this across, resistance, support. We've just closed into new lows on the 2 hour, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. Now what I'm waiting for is that lower high confirmation. Lower high confirmation. And then we're good to go. 30-minute is also ready. 50-minute also ready. All these time frames are still bearish, indicating how strong the trend is. And the probability of pushing to the downside is very likely. AUD CAD is a little bit different. So we have a double top. We have beautiful engulfing. And then we have what can potentially be underneath this weekly resistance. Drag this across. Resistance, support. And even looking at this previous candle, right? Let me get an arrow to point. This candle, you look at the wick and it came up and it closed underneath, rejecting, just as this candle did. Now this candle, yes, same thing, price pushed up, but then price created the same candle, but then created a doji. So now we have a break, we have a retest, now we just need the rejection. And the rejection and the confirmation that I'm looking for to enter a sell position is going to be an engulf candle. An engulf candle underneath this area of interest. And the 4 hour is going to be a break and retest. Now, I usually wouldn't take this trade because of this support level. Oh, fuck, we're in this consolidation zone. Yeah, we are. But if we see a break and a retest, one, there's still room to make some money here. Even like that. You know, there's still room there. But if the analysis is correct, we do get an engulfing close below the EMA, and then Tuesday we can catch a wick pullback. And we do continue to create the overall pullback structure because, as you can see, the market shifted bearish, right? Price came up, shifted bullish, shifted the higher low up to here, shifted bearish, create an elbow, create the actual pullback. Now, it's pretty much the same structure. If we see an evening star here, that could lead to creating the evening star here, which would create a bearish week for us to capitalize on a move to the downside, which we could see price break, retest this, and then see a bigger break, and then an overall retest of this strong support resistance. And that's what I'm looking for on AUD CAD. Euro JPY is just really fucking strong. Market's pushing up on the weekly, on the daily. Reason I have this JPY pair is because we closed into new highs here, confirming that we are looking to push higher. Now, I don't love the 4-hour, but I'm waiting to see one of these levels reject. If the 4-hour comes back, creates a higher low, and the daily candle isn't too ugly, there's the potential to continue trading this momentum. And yeah, there's no real take profit, but just trading that momentum from Euro JPY. AUD NZD, AUD, same principle, right? We can clearly see that we're starting to consolidate at the top here. Morningstar, nothing. We keep wicking and wicking and wicking this area of interest. Here we move down to the daily. What can we see? We're creating sort of this consolidation pullback. Now, we were in a more of a tighter consolidation up here, and now we're breaking out one big candle, 1, 2, 3. That indicates strong sellers, weak buyers. Now, we can anticipate price to potentially pull back to this area where we previously saw resistance, where we could now see support in line with the EMA as an area to create a stronger foundation to continue to push to the upside with the weekly trend. And when we move down to the lower timeframes on the 4-hour, you can clearly see resistance, resistance, support, resistance, resistance. Now the market has shifted bearish and is currently creating the pullback. So if we reject this area, failing to create a shift of structure, seeing on the lower timeframes an internal shift of structure, that's all I need to see. I'm waiting to see this sort of left head, right shoulder type pattern, and then I will take my position. Stop loss above area of interest. Take profit, target in towards down these lows here. You can't mark it, but target in towards where price previously stopped over here. So you can see support, resistance, resistance. Something like this. That's what we're looking for. USD CHF. USD CHF is Monday bearish. We're good to sell. So engulfing, nothing really happened. Just doji consolidation from the weekly perspective, right? But we dive deeper into the daily, we can see resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. We're now underneath. We've wicked into it, saw some type of rejection. Now we're above this current little support, resistance area. But if we see a bearish candle on Monday closing below, confirming this left head, right shoulder on the 4-hour, this already kind of confirmed it. But if we actually see that push and close and retest below, just like this, this will be a beautiful little day trade opportunity to take a sell position down back to these lows. You can clearly see left head, right shoulder, but we've had no clear break and retest. Now the market still looks good to continue to the downside. It's just not below this area of support and resistance, which I'd want to see. As you can see, one big candle, 1, 2, 3, 4 little candles, which indicates strong sellers, weak buyers, but we're above a buying area and we never sell into support and we never buy into resistance. Well, not straight into it anyways. AUD CHF, again, betting on CHF getting stronger. You can see the correlation. USD weakening, CHF strengthening. USD CAD strengthening. AUD CHF. AUD CHF, we saw price push. Morningstar formation. Yeah. Why would you want to sell against that? When I come down to the lower time frames, if the market creates an evening star pattern like this, with a breakout of this, a left head, right shoulder on the 4-hour shift of structure, paired with that daily engulfing, I would then be confident in taking a sell position. But that's only if those confluences occur. From where the market is right now, it looks more like it's going to continue to push up from this support. As you know, new territory, it's never been down here. But I'm keeping this market because there's the potential for a sell position. For a buy position, I don't want to touch it. We saw a lovely break, retest. This looks like it's going to continue to the upside. I'll be real with you. But if we don't, look at this shit. I want to take my buy position left, double bottom. I want to take my buy position right here. That's the position you want to be in. Look at that shit. Beautiful, beautiful pullback. Never shifted structure. Left head, sort of right shoulder, double bottom if you want to. Engulfing. We just had doji. Engulf. Now watch the momentum. Watch us have a little pullback and then see some momentum, you know. But if we do happen to reject this area, I'll look for a sell. Euro CHF, love this. Doji rejection down at these lows. Weekly always has wicks, wick. Now we've just wicked it at a low, anticipating for a pullback. Daily time frame started to create the foundation for that pullback already. 4-hour is setting up beautiful left head, right shoulder. Beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections from this area of interest where we see resistance, which can then be flipped and used as support in combination with the EMA coming down into this area. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then, yeah, on Euro CHF, buy position, ideally to around these areas. If price does break and retest, we're going to be looking for somewhere in between these lows, these highs. Something like this. Something in between here. NZD CHF, same shit. We've been creating this beautiful resistance. Looking for a break and retest, trading, engulfing, waiting for that daily wick pullback. Just a little wick pullback, push to the upside then, and then trade the continuation of the breakout on the 4-hour to trade the weekly pullback. And that is it. Those are the markets. As you can see then, it is just not the cleanest markets in the world, you know. But we make do with what we've got. So it's a little dirty. It is a little dirty. But it's the markets that were given to me this week. So we'll see what we do in it. We'll see what we do. These are the best looking markets probability wise. So, you know, it might be a week where I'm just like whoosh, avoiding losses, you know, avoiding losses. Or it might be a week where I'm just boom, smash a winner. Or it's a week where we go and lose. You never know. You just never know. All I know is that I'm just waiting for the best probability setup to appear. The trade that makes the most sense. You know, literally looking over these markets, I'm like, if I had to pick a favorite market, it'd probably be Euro CHF or NZD CHF. The USD CAD. Yeah, USD CAD, Euro CHF, NZD CHF. These markets I like. This market I like a lot. Evening star, break underneath, wait for the retest. Yeah, baby. Beautiful Beautiful, beautiful shift of internal structure. Just nice solid high low shift, retest the EMA. Give me that entry right there, like beautiful potential risk to reward. I'll happily put my stop just above here. Yeah, nigga, yeah. That's cool, that's cool. Alert set, alert set. No alert. Oh, alert set, alerts. No alerts. I want to see the market come. I want to see the market come down here. I want to see the market come down here. Literally just set alerts, and I don't even have to look at the markets. Not saying that I won't, but there we go. Alert set. Pairs analyzed. Accounts ready to trade. Ready.